For us, it's important to know some things for compare and check if you will be the best option in our company. Well, now I will to make some questions. What is your typical way of taking some risk but trying to conserve the sensitivity to others? I will set the objective to then create ideas about how to achieve it. Once I have my strategies to reduce it, or in the best case above the mesh, I will communicate it to come down to agreements and then set the necessary modifications. This way, I do not only get the team's approval, but also avoid created trouble. How will you solve a problem in teamwork? Communication is a very important tool to make use of. Talking about the situations or the changes with the word team helps not only to be conscious about them, but also to look for solutions for them and team and then get better results. Tell us about a time when you use a strategy thinking. The use of strategies is something I do in my everyday life. The act of deciding has always its consequence, either positive or negative. The situation I use these strategies are mostly cash control over my own necessary or the lack of stock to complete products in the way it is necessary. If you come across a situation that involves your personal life and your job with some ethical situation, how you conserve your integrity? I will set priorities depending on where the situations affect the most to be able to focus on that spot. Firstly, thought I will talk things out with involved people to be conscious of what is going on and then to make them aware of the decided process. What will you leadership in a moment we give your delegation? Leadership is a power that comes with great responsibility. Watching this aspect, sections to talk with my work team will be necessary to answer questions, take change, review the progress we have to make so far. All of this to generate confidence within them about their work, being useful and being well performed, and to make clear that they are being supported and not commanded. Give an example of a time when it's important to use the communication. Communication is a tool that must be know how to use. It is used constantly because it is our way to tell our ideas and our desires. So, selling a product or a service is a conversation between the salesman and the client. And as a salesman, we must know how to speak in order to make the client comfortable and satisfied with what we are offering. Explain a time when you was decisive. I am decisive and have my goals clear. I must take the opportunities I'm given to achieve those goals, always considering most of my options that keep damage away from thirds. Describe a time when you were influenced and what do you do? To be an influence on someone is all about how much you make that someone feel that the thing you want them to do is their own thought. So, in order not to be influenced by anyone, you must have your own goals clear, how are you going to achieve them, and what are you going to get from it. I am not so much someone to be influenced unless that thing that someone proposed gets me or my work team any benefit.